Hey everybody, how you doing today? We're going to be talking about this trade dollar coin. I'm sure some of you know Cyber Curtain Twitcher. We call him CCT. He had done a video about this one, along with showcasing one of his original trade dollar coins. So this is a restrike that came out earlier this year, and it has kind of been like under the radar. No one's really like buzzing about it. The mintage is quite low, but what exactly is a trade dollar, right? So some of you are pretty good with history. I am not, but at least I can read off some of the information on some of these websites. Basically, back in the day, the silver coins were used mainly to trade goods around the world, some from Asia, some from Europe, and even America. Silver was the standard to go by and how to address a value for various products, right? So let me read here. It says Britain traded heavily in the Far East throughout the 19th century and paying for goods with the multitude of different currencies in the region. That was problematic. To alleviate the issue, one exacerbated by the First and Second Opium Wars, the British, along with other countries, began to issue trade dollars, struck in 90% fineness in silver. They matched the popular Spanish dollar in size and weight, issued from 1895. They were demonetized on August 1st of 1937. Over 200 million of these coins were struck in 40 years. Now, before this trade dollar coin, the Spanish real, I'm sure you're familiar with that coin. Let me show you what that one looks like. These coins are the ones used back before the trade dollar was introduced, and a lot of people were using this around the world to do trade. And I'm sure some of you have this coin here. I think I have one that's like a restrike, just a copy version. It was kind of cool. And see this pillar here. This pillar here eventually became the incentive to create the dollar sign, right? So like this kind of looks like a dollar sign here, right? This is kind of like a backwards dollar sign. So that turned into the US dollar, symbol, right? So getting back to the trade dollar, so the East India Company, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with, they actually produce a lot of different coins and stuff, and they recently just released the proof version of the coin, which is, proof of this one. And they go on about, this part here just explains, what kind of stuff they're going to be releasing. This is one of the first, and there'll be more trade dollars down the line. And this is one that this would be the first one that you want to collect. So they only made 10,000 of these. APMEX currently has over like 3,000 of them. So it's not selling like I thought it would. But the proof coin, they made a good amount of these. They had 2,500 pieces here. But there's only 200 of the gold. So that's probably where the big money is at. But, not everybody could purchase the gold because it's very expensive. So the proof versions are issued for Niue Island. I don't know why they did that, but that's just the way it is. And let me show you. Yeah, it says pricing is higher than most of the $99 for silver and $3,000 for gold. So it is expensive. Hong Kong-based dealer LPM is going to have it, and ship date later next month. Okay, so let me show you some of the pages. This is the East India Company website. Just kind of move it up like that so that you see the entire screen. Let me click on the back. So very nicely done. You get the box and everything, but it is quite expensive from buying from East India Company, and that's always been the case with these guys. So I would not recommend anyone to buy directly from here, and look at all the the shipping costs along with it. So I found a couple of other places. I'm sure many of you know LPM. They're eventually going to have this. It's 845 Hong Kong dollars. So I believe that's about $107, $108 right now in US dollars. And PowerCoin, this is from Italy. They're also selling the same proof coin for 110 euros, which is probably more expensive than the LPM, but they do have a coupon just popped up when I was checking out their website, 5% off using 5 off 18 APRI. So you get a little bit off for this coin here. Okay, now you can get this coin from APMEX, obviously, and they're saying that they're the exclusive North American dealer for the BU coins, and right now it's $26.81 because silver has taken a huge jump, 44 cents all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. Gold is up a little bit too, so a little bit of a movement in the precious metal spot prices. But there was another site that actually has this over here. You have a silver gold bull. They have it too for about the same price. And maybe they have it because they're technically a Canadian company, not American. So that's why you can buy it from these guys too. And LPM from Hong Kong also has the BU coin, but for 196 Hong Kong, which is about $24, $25 US dollars. But then you gotta factor in the shipping, right? So you're probably better off buying it from APMEX or a silver gold bull for the BU. But maybe for the proof coin, you do save a little bit, not by much though. I think you might qualify for free shipping on this one because it's considered a collectible. But I don't know exactly how much you have to buy, but we'll look into this more. It's still right now pre-order, so kind of premature to order it, right? It says free shipping local. Yeah, so I'll find out a little bit more about that down the line. So let me show you a picture of a real trade dollar, not a restrike. This is actually from 1930, and thanks to CCT, he sent me the picture so that we can share and take a look at this. The more I make it bigger, it'll kind of like, yeah, do that. But very nice coin for an old 1930 trade dollar. There's a little bit of toning or whatever you want to call it on the top there. So the question is, guess how much this is worth, right? Obviously, it's going to be a lot more than the BU restrike. So this 1900 one is starting at $90. He wants 125. This one is 1911. I don't know why this is cheap. Maybe because it's fake. Who knows? I don't know. But most of these are above $100, and some of them are graded MS61. Here's one that's kind of raw, 189. Stay away from these $1 ones unless you don't mind just having it for just for the sake of having it. But for the most part, this is the restrike. Look at that, $5,000 for this one. No, $6,000 for this one. So well, this one is kind of different, but you get the picture. They're quite expensive, or they have some value. They're worth a lot. If you have some of these in your collection, that would be awesome to have. Let me see the sold prices. $92 there. This one is a PCGS MS62, and I'll show you some of the valuations for the higher graded ones. But for the most part, you're going to be paying a good amount for these. Okay, so this is the pop report for trade dollar from 1873 to 1885, and here are the grades from MS61 to 68. Is there any more? Okay, so there's no 69 or 70, but there is a 68, and look at the valuation: $150,000, $250,000, $150,000. So these old coins have like a book value worth already, and some of these 66, 65, they're over 5 figures, right? So this is a coin that has its own collectible niche. I don't know how many of you are into this, but just wanted to show you guys the trade dollar here. So I'll leave links to all this stuff that I covered here in this video down below, the resources and things what you could look up about the trade dollar. And right after this, I'll cut away and actually show you the Restrike version BU coin of the trade dollar. All right, so here is the Restrike version of the Helena round. Take a look at that. East India Company. You know, it's the same girl that you see in the Britannias, but as far as the company that minted it, I think it is the East India Company that minted it. But the proof coin is done by New Way, so I don't know why they did that. But I guess there's some type of British colonialization, like countries that are like they have their connections or whatever, right? So 10,000 of these coins. I guess it's good to have a few in your collection if you want some, and maybe down the line that it'll pick up. It just that what puzzles me is that, you know, with such a low mintage and trade dollars being, you know, having a significant historical, you know, spot on there, you know, during the opium trade wars and stuff, that you would think the trade coin dollars, the collectors would be picking these up more, but maybe they just don't care about these bullion BU restrikes and they just only want the real one, right? And, you know, finding out more about this coin makes me want to get the real one rather than this. You know, this is nice and all, but I would like to have the real one, but that costs like $100, right? So let me know what you guys think about this 2018 St. Helena round and trade dollars in general. I'm sure some of you out there are collectors of trade dollars. So if you want to share or comment down below about this, definitely do so, and I'll speak to you guys later, all right? If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll speak to you guys later. Thanks.